Google's brand new Pixel 7 Pro is here, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at some of the great and some of the not so great things about it. Remember, this is not a full review video. You can check out our full written review linked in the description, and I will have a full review video ready as soon as I'm done testing. As usual, we're starting off with the good stuff. The 7 Pro's design is basically the 6 Pro's design, but grown up and mature. The first thing that stands out is that visor housing the cameras. It's colored this time around and more bold with an aluminum finish as opposed to glass, and it looks more polished and complete as it actually blends into the frame that runs around the phone. The buttons on the right side sit a bit lower, making them easier to reach, which is nice. The haptics got retuned, and the display is both brighter and has less dramatic curves than the 6 Pro had. Also nice. Overall, the phone is rock solid, it's premium, and it's comfortable to use for a large phone. Of course, Pixel software crowns this phone as the definitive smartphone, and as expected, it's gotten even smarter thanks to Google's 2nd gen Tensor G2 chip. Not only has overall performance been good and buttery smooth, but things like voice typing, direct my call, and at a glance all got significant improvements, and not only that, Tensor has opened the door to features like clear calling for improved phone call clarity and photo unblur. This allows you to grab any photo that might have come out a bit blurry, and the phone will do its best to unblur it with software and hardware wizardry. It's pretty crazy how well it works. Now, since we're on the camera topic, we can't talk Pixel without mentioning the cameras. The two are basically synonymous at this point. And we're happy to say that the cameras this year are as good as ever, with improvements in the zoom category with a new 5x telephoto lens and super res zoom, better night sight performance, an upgraded ultra-wide lens, and better video capture results. Additions like 10-bit HDR and cinematic blur are here too. The Pixel's cameras remain some of the best you'll find in any phone. Biometrics got an upgrade too, which is nice to see. The fingerprint scanner is indeed better than last year's, albeit still not as quick on the draw as an ultrasonic, but it doesn't feel like as much of a chore as the 6 Pro's would at times. Face Unlock has made its return, finally. We're definitely glad to have this back, and it works well overall. So far, we haven't been able to trick it by holding up a self-portrait or even a live video feed, so that's good, and this along with the fingerprint scanner make things more convenient and versatile. And one of the best things about this phone has got to be its price. Now, while $900 isn't exactly cheap, relatively speaking, it's actually a very good deal, with other top-tier flagships going for hundreds more. It's the same starting price the 6 Pro had, which is cool, and for what you're getting, the value really shines, especially if you're talking about the regular Pixel 7. Now, I know I just talked about how we're glad to see Face Unlock return, but on the other side of the spectrum, it's unfortunate to see its limitations. Since this is reliant on a single camera, you're going to get the performance and capabilities of single camera Face Unlock. This only works on the lock screen, so using this with applications and for other functions isn't a thing, and using this in low lit areas and at night will be finicky and perhaps not exactly possible unless the display is at max brightness, and maybe not even then. So at that point, you're better off just using the fingerprint scanner. While overall performance is really good, like I mentioned earlier, the phone does get pretty warm during normal use, and not just during gameplay. For me, the phone would heat up while I was watching YouTube in picture-in-picture while scrolling through Twitter, and it would get even warmer during heavy power user type usage. Now, it never got to the point where it would completely overheat, and it doesn't get as warm as my 6 Pro did, but it's still worth noting that this year's Tensor chip runs pretty warm again. Battery life appears to be questionable as of right now. So far, I've seen reports saying battery life is great, and I've seen reports saying the opposite. I just got my 7 Pro yesterday as of the posting of this video, so I don't have much to go off of just yet myself, so I'll just have to wait and see. But it kind of stinks seeing so many differentiating results, especially with battery life being one of the #1 upgrades needed over the 6 Pro. Here's to hoping things balance out in favor of good battery life over time. Sadly, regardless of what battery life results you get, fast charging won't be there to complement or pick up slack. And we're looking at the same 30-watt charging we got last year, which, I'll be honest, isn't agonizingly slow, but I'll be honest again, relatively speaking, it's not great either, especially with what we're seeing other OEMs do. Another dose of reality here. The 7 Pro, while a great phone in my opinion, it's the best Pixel so far, it's really just a Pixel 6S Pro, if you will, which isn't a bad thing overall, ironic, I know, but 6 Pro users shouldn't find it absolutely necessary to upgrade, unless the 6 Pro is really bothering you, of course. While the 7 Pro does iron out the 6 Pro wrinkles, it's an iterative year, and we would like to see more, like faster charging, better processor temps, more robust face unlock like what the Pixel 4 had started, oh, and a frosted glass back instead of the glossy finish that just loves to get smudgy and fingerprinty. Things like that. Either way, it's great to see Google has things pointed in the right direction. So far, this phone is looking like a dub, and the future is bright. Let us know your thoughts on the Pixel 7 Pro, keep an eye out for more videos on this phone, and again, be sure to check out our full written review linked in the description. Hope you enjoyed. It's been Zach, and thanks for watching.